strength matchups always elevate the pressure. The heart beats a little faster. It gets a little more intense, particularly if that team across the field is a conference foe. And that's exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. Welcome, everyone, to Acrisure Stadium, home of the Pitt Panthers. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Virginia Cavaliers, taking on one of the top teams in this conference, the Pittsburgh Panthers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Cavaliers will get us started with the opening kickoff. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Panthers offense will take the field first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off the defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he'll be brought down. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. The Cavaliers offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
The Cavaliers have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. The give to the lone running back. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And the Cavaliers will hustle to the line.
And the defense gives up the first down. And oh, here they go. They're going fast. No time to substitute. Got to communicate quickly and get back on the line of scrimmage.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start the season off right?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels like oftentimes it just goes down to the wire. And those games late in the season are the ones that really determine what happens. But you got to set yourself up for success, and it starts right here in the first conference game in the ACC for your team.
Give to the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to throw. It's Blade. Got his man out of the backfield. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the first down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Touch pass on the run. Find some fresh air. Turning it on. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. It's complete on the right side. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting, because right now they got the run and they got the pass working. So this defense, they have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Virginia! They just took the air out of that thing. That might be an understatement. They took the ball away and just wore down, just grinded away at that defense.
And took a lot of time off the clock in the process as well. I'm impressed with the physicality up front of this offense, because that's where it all starts. If you're going to march the ball down the field like they just did, you've got to be dominating in the trenches, and they are doing that in this game right now.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They really need to find a way to punch back on this drive, already down 14. Back to pass, it's Coffee. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
When you talk about outstanding pass rushers, you're always talking about dynamic guys, and he's been that each and every week for this defense. Speed, he's got power. You just simply can't block him, and that last play is his 10th sack of the season.
And the Panthers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Find space on the right. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling there after the 35.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. Oh, what a play. He'll try to take it back. And he was looking for the pick 6. He'll have to settle for getting it inside the 30.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Moves around to clear up the vision. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. With the catch, it's Durant. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Cavaliers. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback. Find the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll run play action. Got it in the middle. It's Dixon. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this first period with a huge gain. We've reached the end of the period. It's Virginia holding the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So first down here as they go back to work. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
They're working that left side. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage.
Third down is money down. You got to find a way to execute and get the ball out and get it to your playmakers. That was the opposite of that. They got it to their playmakers, and they got absolutely nowhere. Lost yards on the play. Fourth down now upcoming.
They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. The give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Yeah, and because of the pressure, the defense gets pressure on him immediately so quickly that he makes a bad decision, tries to throw it into double coverage. Really nice job pressuring the quarterback up front.
Got it in the middle. It's Ali. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, as a quarterback, when you get to the outside, you know you don't have all day to throw it. You've got these defenders. They are coming. They're running at you hard. So you've got to do a better job getting the ball out quicker. That hit forced the incompletion.
Gonna look downfield again. Grab behind the line. It's Durant. Oh, he's got some space. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move. The Cavaliers will snap it on 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. The run to the left. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on that RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on to and then throw downfield.
From the gun, the running back has it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
To throw, it's Slade. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Starting to feel a little pressure. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there. More and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
The RPO, it's complete. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Wide receiver going in motion. Looks as if he's going to run it. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. And if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
4th down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. Quarterback making adjustments. On 4th down, trying to find his man. He makes a grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
To the air, it's Coffee. Fires to the tight end. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down. Pitt pushing the pace. Second down, he'll throw it. Unloads to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. The Panthers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Rushes on him. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. Pitt will have to boot this one away. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. They'll start this drive going to the air. Takes the easy throw in the flat. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. That's reeled in. It's Bland. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Second down, they'll go to the air. Connection to the right. And that's where they'll mark him, but a very productive play, and they'll move the chains. And the Cavaliers with the 1st and 10. The offense changing the play. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's forced out of bounds just short of the goal line, a mere yard away from pay dirt.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half of the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now.
And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Cavaliers!
You talk about going on the road and making a statement. 27-0. Hostile environment beat. Dang, you talk about home field advantage? Well, it hasn't worked. They have come in and had answers and started this first half as good as you possibly can.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. To the air, it's Coffey. Got a man, it's Dixon. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. And the Panthers can really attack on this 2nd and short.
That's exactly what you're trying to get accomplished. You got to make sure on all these runs, clock running down, get out of bounds, right? Get some positive yards and then stop that clock.
And down goes the quarterback, but there are penalty flags on the field. Let's see what the call is. Defender got caught a little handsy with that jersey, and it'll cost him. So after the flag, a fresh set of downs for the offense. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Pocket breaking down. Keeps it and gets past the chains. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a first-rate game so far today in Pittsburgh. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. With that said, let's send it back to the guys in the Steel City.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Pitt will kick off, ready to get things started here in the 3rd quarter. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. They'll start this 3rd quarter with a run. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3. After the productive first down play at 2nd and 6. With the catch, it's Ali. And he left the first defender grabbing at air before he was finally tackled. The Cavaliers moving quickly to the line. Flips it out on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. They'll give it to the back. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
And I think after that play there, you're seeing how this offense is staying committed to having some balance. They've had so much success early in this game throwing the football, right? They've been lighting the scoreboard up through the air, but they also want to keep the defense on their heels so you continue to run the football. Even if you're not breaking off 60-yard TD runs, you got to have that balance.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. The kick is on its way. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Caught over the middle. It's Dixon. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Coffee. They'll run the screen. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. They get him out of bounds. Couple yards short of midfield. They'll park it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. Pitt coming to the line after getting another first down. Under fire. Caught in the backfield. It's Dunlap.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
The Panthers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Unloads it left. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. It'll be 3rd and long. Wants to throw again. Got a man. He's brought down at the 49. That is well short of the first down. Pitt will line up to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And no shot at a return here as the punt goes out of bounds. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over.
Breaks into the open. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. Offense set on first down. Looking for a crease. It's Durant. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Got a man, it's Durant. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. And the Cavaliers are on the move. Tight end now in motion. Hand off from the shotgun. They get him stopped at the 26, but boy, that was an attitude run. A pickup of 6.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Cavaliers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. To the 15. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add them.
Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Virginia has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake. Under fire. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to find another play in the red zone. It'll be third down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Virginia. They build this fourth quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the ACC. Virginia Tech has the lead right now, but they haven't been able to separate themselves just yet inside Lane Stadium. They're up by 10 over Boston College. Any big changes in this ACC clash, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
At this point in the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here, because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, and he's able to get the ball back, but he does lose yardage on the play. Well, after the quarterback put the ball on the deck, he went into damage control mode and was able to get back on top of it.
Yeah, he's really lucky. And remember, quarterbacks, they're not practicing the same ball security as running backs are, per se, each and every week in practice, but that's no excuse. That quarterback has got to do a better job holding on to the rock.
Pitt will have to boot this one away. That leg is staying loose. Already the fifth kick of the night. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. Quick handoff. Got the first down and still on his feet. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And I tell you what, we can focus on the left side of the line of scrimmage, because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide unless wide receivers, yes, wide receivers, commit to blocking, staying on their guys. Really good job on the outside by giving the running back space to make the big play.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. He's knocked down at the 34, but they're sort of hitting them in the mouth with a 6-yard pickup there. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. They'll go right back to it. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. And the Cavaliers will have it 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put it
headed to the end zone. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the
and they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. What can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation, and they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week, for the rest of this season, so we don't let one bad game turn into 2.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever happened.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking for a man. It's Coffee. Fires to the middle. He's got it. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. Last completion got them a 1st down. Let's see what they do now. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll run it from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Now facing a 3rd and long. They want to throw it. Sets up the screen. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a 1st at the 32. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads it downfield. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
On the move from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Using his feet. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.